Alright, let's talk about LF Majin Vegeta. So, some people have taken offense with the fact that I find him disappointing. They seem to be under the impression that I think he's a bad unit. I never said that. I said he was the worst LF. I meant to put on release in the video. I didn't. That's my fault. But on release, he is not the worst, but the second, maybe third worst. He's definitely better than Beerus was on release, and if I'm being honest, he's probably better than Namek Goku was on release. But that's pretty much it. Because if you go through his kit, right? His kit more or less sucks because there's nothing unique about it. He doesn't do anything that someone else isn't already doing and doing better, right? He's a melee type with a ability that buffs him up his damage and a small amount of sustained damage cut every single time he gets hit. That's the type of ability you would want on Rage Trunks. That is the same gimmick that the other LF Vegeta has. However, that Vegeta does it better because he's an offensive unit getting offensive buffs when he's attacking. The LF Majin Vegeta is an offensive unit with mediocre defenses, not bad but not amazing, getting buffs when he gets hit, when he should be getting those buffs when he's the one attacking. You see what I mean? Let's actually just go down every LF, right? Let's go down every single LF and see if he does anything better than them, right? So, Vegito Blue. He doesn't need to be better than Vegito Blue, okay? I'm not even gonna go there. He does not need to be better than Vegito Blue. We're not even gonna talk about Vegito. So, Piccolo. Piccolo has, he restores his Vanish Gauge when he transforms. He's got health restoration. I mean, he does stuff outside of just hitting people hard with his super attack. I still think that's really what his whole gimmick is, and that's why I don't like him that much. He doesn't have much outside of just hitting people hard with his super attack, but he has something. Vegeta doesn't. Vegeta just hits people hard. Frieza has a lot of utility. He has a lot of, support. He's a support type. I don't expect Vegeta to be, supporting the whole team like Frieza does. He's not a support type. So that's fine, okay? It's fine. You don't have to compare that. So let's go to the one before that. The other LF Vegeta. Pretty much does everything that the new LF Vegeta does, but better. He literally does everything this new Vegeta does, only he does it better. Like, the two Vegetas are almost identical, and the first one is better. That's sad. I mean, I guess it's Super Saiyan Blue. He should be better than Super Saiyan 2, right? LF Super Saiyan 3. Yeah, he does more damage than him, but he doesn't have the cover rescue or the uncancelable buffs. Yeah, you gotta wait 40 counts for them, but the fact that they exist means he has something that Majin Vegeta doesn't have. Let's take a look at Namek Goku. Like I said, he's probably better than Namek Goku. His counter sucks. He doesn't really do anything remarkably well until he's the last one alive. Yeah, he's probably better than Namek Goku. Moving on. Super Vegito. Super Vegito is a lot like the Majin Vegeta, but he gets buffs when he draws cards or is hit by cards. So it gives him a bit more utility, and the fact that he gets better buffs. His buffs are just plain better, and he does have some stuff outside of just damage. He's got, canceling attribute upgrades with his main ability. He's got card draw speed with the same thing. His green card gives him key restore speed. It nullifies attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions twice. It makes him take reduced damage. I mean, he's got good stuff. Vegeta's green card doesn't aid him in doing anything except what he's already good at doing. All his green card is good for is setting up a combo and thus doing damage. The one thing he's good at doing. Vegito already does a lot of damage, so his green card doesn't help him with that. His green card helps him tank hits. His green card helps him, keep the cards coming, yes, with the key restore, but that's more of an indirect thing. It's helping him with attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Yeah, it only works twice, but that's still a very powerful ability. Vegeta's green card, at the end of the day, the only thing it's doing is setting up a combo. You draw a card, set up the combo, you get some ki. I mean, like, it's doing a lot, but it's also not really doing anything that the yellow transforming Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's green card isn't doing. I mean, I guess it draws a card. That Gohan doesn't draw a card. I guess he's got that going for him. You see what I mean? He's got all this stuff, but most of it is no better than what people already have. And my problem with that is that he's an LF. By default, he should be better. By default, everything in his kit should be better if it's something that someone else has. Sure, both Vegetas can be on par, I guess. They're both LFs, but that other Vegeta is quite old. He's definitely not a young unit. So I would expect Majin Vegeta to just be plain better, and he's not. He's just not. The Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is just strictly better than the Majin Vegeta is. If we look at units like Goten, yeah, his only real value was heavy blast damage. But he also held a blast card with paralysis, and that paralysis is infinitely better than 5% health. Because paralysis can basically cripple the enemy team. 5% health, 1% of the time will help you survive an extra hit. Like, literally 1% of the time, it will be clutch and be the difference between dying in this combo and not dying in this combo. But more often than not, it will not help you. And with so many units that absolutely nuke health restoration, it's like, it's a cool card to have, but you need to be using a lot of them. If you pair the green Metal Cooler Goku with this guy, and you have basically 2 of those cards, then yes, it can be very, very good. It can make a difference. Or if you're using a setup like with Bardock. But for Vegeta himself, it doesn't really help him that much. In terms of... also, the reason why Goten was so useful is because all those buffs that gave him that good blast damage were there when he entered the battlefield. He didn't have to be hit several times before all those crazy buffs started applying to him. He just had them. He doesn't have the type neutrality or the last man standing buffs that LF Gohan has. And he's far better than Beerus was, admittedly. Let's not even try. He's far better than Beerus was on release. So every LF had something that allowed them to run the game for a short period of time. And with units like, Gohan running the game for a long time, Super Vegito for a long time, but most LFs had their moment of just being the best unit in the game. Majin Vegeta doesn't. Part of that is due to Vegito Blue existing. He's not better than Vegito Blue. But even if Vegito Blue didn't exist, I still wouldn't call him the best. Because if we look at the damn unit that came out with him, Cell, on top of having 2 health bars, yeah, that first health bar's got no defense, but if you put good defensive equipment on him and have a really good bench, he can take a few hits from anything that's not blue. It's not like he just dies in 2 arts cards. No, he can usually take at least 1 combo from something that's not blue. On top of his green card, giving him an uncancelable key recovery buff and drawing a super card, the first main ability, making sure you have the opportunity to do that by drawing the green card. When he transforms, he's got one of the strongest super attacks I've ever seen. His green card immobilizes. He lowers his special move cost with his arts cards. I think just strike, or if it's strike and blast, I don't remember. But I know he does. That red Cell is doing so much more than Vegeta is. To the point where it's like, this is the same situation we were in with Bardock. Bardock was easily better than both Frieza and Piccolo. The red Bardock, easily better than both Frieza and Piccolo. For different reasons, yes, but he was still better. Cell is better than Vegeta. For different reasons, yes, but he's better. I'm not saying that LF Vegeta is a bad unit. What I'm saying is that he's a disappointing unit. He could have and should have been so much more. He doesn't do anything that other units are not already doing, and he doesn't even do them as well as they do it. It's just, he should have been more. He's not bad. He's definitely a very good unit. He will OHKO most things. But that doesn't make him the best in the game. So, here you go. You guys get to watch Majin Vegeta actually do some work. Because I do actually, get some good stuff right here in this match for him. His damage is good. He is a good unit. But I expected more from an LF. He doesn't seem like he should be a legendary finish unit. It seems like he should be a normal unit and Cell should be the LF. If I'm being completely honest with you.